Do you know what a lack of informed consent claim is? You don't? Come join me, I'll explain it. Hi, I'm Gerry Oginski. I'm a New York medical malpractice and personal injury trial attorney practicing law here in the state of New York. Let's say you went for a surgical procedure and you suffered a complication as a result of that procedure. And you come into my office and you say, Mr. Oginski, the doctor didn't tell me that I could suffer this complication following this procedure. And I ask the question, well, if you had learned that this was a risk of the procedure, would you have gone ahead with this particular surgery? The answer most likely is no, I would not have. Well, that may form the basis for what's called a lack of informed consent claim. In other words, when a doctor is proposing a particular surgery, the doctor is required to discuss with the patient all of the risks, benefits, and alternatives associated with that particular procedure and your particular medical problem. And if the doctor does not give you full information about those alternatives and the risks associated with that particular procedure, what will happen is you'll be basing your decision to proceed forward based upon incomplete information. That's called lack of informed consent. We are required to bring in a medical expert to testify about the reasonableness of a person who accepts and listens to all the risks, benefits, and alternatives of a procedure, and then testify that if the person were to have listened to this, a reasonable person under the circumstances would not have gone forward with this particular procedure because the risks may have outweighed the benefits of the particular surgery that was being offered. And that's critical. And it gives the jury a clear understanding of why you're bringing a lack of informed consent claim. Now, one of the problems with that type of claim is that many times it's a he said, she said situation. The doctor says, of course I told the patient about all the risks and benefits. The patient turns around and says, no, you didn't, doctor. You didn't tell me about any of these risks. You said it would be a simple procedure and I'd be in and out very quickly. And now it becomes a he said, she said situation. So why do I tell you this? I tell you this to give you an insight and an understanding into how the legal process works when you're contemplating bringing a medical malpractice case here in New York. Chances are you're watching this and you're going to have questions. What I want you to do is pick up the phone and call me. I answer legal questions like yours every single day, and I'd be happy to answer yours. You can reach me at 516-487-8207 or by email at lawmed10@yahoo.com. I'm Gerry Oginski here in New York. Thanks for watching.